I always remember driving back to Tulane every year from Boston along Interstate 81, and in the distance you could always see the city in the background with the beautiful bridges and the river and the rolling hills, but I never took the time to stop here until today. I ended up staying in a pretty quiet residential neighborhood last night with the intention of checking this place out this morning, and I'm really glad that I did. Harrisburg is a beautiful city. Plus it's the capital of Pennsylvania, so that's also pretty cool. So after exploring in Harrisburg this morning, I ended up driving about 2.5 hours or so into West Virginia. I ended up finding this free campground on freecampsites.net. Looks like it's going to work out pretty well for the night. It's just outside of Wardensville, West Virginia. It was kind of a hike though to get up here. It was a pretty long, maybe 5-mile or so dirt and gravel road up the mountains and kind of in the middle of nowhere. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, there's like 15 or so sites here and the majority of them are occupied right now, which I was surprised to find when I got up here after the crazy trek to get up here. But I think you can stay for up to 21 days at a time. It's called the Hot Campground. And I don't know, hopefully it'll work out well for the night. We'll see. I'm pretty excited about dinner for tonight because this is going to be the first time I get to test out my new kitchen setup here. I'm not really planning to do anything too crazy though. I'm just going to be cooking some asparagus and then heating up some of this barbecue pulled pork here and putting it in like little sliders and little sandwich buns. Should be pretty good. I have a feeling this new setup is going to work out really well. It was really nice having everything here, really easy to cook. It did get pretty hot in here, but I just opened up all the windows to get some airflow and it should cool off. It'll be really nice in the wintertime, that's for sure. I just need to remember for next time to be sure to take everything out of the fridge before I start cooking. I'm really thirsty right now. I want to grab a drink, but I can't because the stove is still too hot to get it off the top of the fridge. So the campsite ended up working out pretty well. It was pretty quiet. I slept well. It did get pretty busy though. I'd say after I made dinner last night, people were still coming in, and by the time I was getting ready to go to sleep, every single spot around here was filled up. What's more concerning though is that a lot of those people have already left this morning, and I think that that is partially because of the rain here. I'm gonna be pretty worried about this trek. Like I said yesterday, it's this long dirt road, and it's been raining pretty hard all night, so I'm concerned that I'm gonna have issues getting through. I hope I don't get stuck or anything. The Element does have all-wheel drive, so I think it should be okay, but it could be a little bit of an adventure. Yeah, that didn't end up being a problem at all. It was really easy coming downhill. If anything, the rain actually somehow made the gravel road smoother and it was easier getting out than it was getting in. That really was a pretty great campground, especially considering that it was completely free. I realize now that it was in the George Washington National Forest, and as I was leaving, I noticed that there were a bunch of hiking trails all around that would have been pretty fun to explore. Unfortunately, it was raining pretty hard today. I was definitely planning to spend 2 or 3 days there, though. I kind of brought the food in and the water, expecting to hang out for a couple of days and take it easy, but when I got there, there wasn't any cell service, and on freecampsites.net, it said there was going to be AT&T 4G 4G, so I was like, oh, well, Verizon will probably be okay as well, but I didn't have any Gs at all, and I couldn't even get a phone call or a text message off, so I decided to move on. I've got a lot of work to catch up on today, and one of the most important things for me to be able to get that work done is to have access to the internet. So I'm now currently directly across from the James Madison University at a Starbucks. I'm going to be hanging out here most of the day today. There's a bunch of Starbucks here in Harrisonburg, Virginia, and there's also a Planet Fitness, so I'll be able to get a shower later as well. I'm still not really 100% sure where I'm going exactly on this road trip. I do have a couple of goals set though. One of them is to cook a lot more and try to not really eat out at all so that I get the chance to use this new kitchen setup here, which I'm really excited about. And the other goal is to just take my time. I'm not in a hurry right now. I've got a little under a month to make it to New Orleans, so I'm going to be exploring here in Virginia and then checking out West Virginia and Tennessee and probably Kentucky as well, and just slowly making my way down to the Big Easy. Thanks for watching, guys. Before ending the vlog, I do have one new Patreon pledge to thank, Psychedelic44. Thanks so much for joining the Patreon team. I'll talk to y'all in the next video.